how I'm doing a new YouTube video every single day for 60 days. Today, I just counted it, is day 23, I think, or 22. I already forgot. But I want to walk you through exactly how I'm doing this because I've had a couple of people reach out to me who are like, dude, how the heck are you doing a new YouTube video every day? Even this long is already a lot. I'm not at the 60 day. I'm not even halfway yet, but I'm confident I'm going to get there. So I want to walk you through the process because I actually literally do everything by myself. I don't have a team. I don't have anyone make my thumbnails, come up with titles. I don't even use AI to script anything. I don't do any of that. I literally do everything myself. So I'm going to walk you through how I'm doing that in this video because I do have a dialed in process and it's pretty organized. So if you don't know me, my name is Lee or Leezy the Gifted. I started a music coaching business back in 2023, teaching recording artists how to produce their own songs. Pretty tough niche. I was $25,000 in credit card debt when I started that, and I grew that to $20K a month using paid ads. I then doubled my business the next year. Then in 2025, I started Music Money Mastery, teaching music producers, expert musicians, and music coaches how to get premium clients. I grew that from 0 to $25K a month in 4 months. And now I'm honing in on working with music coaches. So if you're somebody who teaches music production, you teach an instrument, anything like that, and you want to build your business online, I'm your guy. So just wanted to give that to you here. So let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this video and of this training of how I'm able to do a new YouTube video every day. So before I get into the system, I want to first talk more about the mental approach, just because that is actually really important legitimately. By the way, you already know, black cup of coffee. Come on now. You know what's fucking annoying? So I drink my coffee with my right hand, and I'm showing you this mug, and it's like, I have to turn this mug around. I mean, we got little dinosaurs, bro. And it's just annoying because I have to do that with my left hand because I want to show you my little dinosaur mug. This is a little mug. This is like a little baby mug. Sometimes I like to have little junior cups of coffee. And the truth is, it's because when I have too big of a cup, I don't drink it fast enough. And then by the end, the coffee's cold. But when I have my little dinosaur mug, dude, I'm such a fucking weirdo. When I have my little dinosaur mug, you got to enjoy this shit, dog. When I have my little dinosaur mug, it's hot the whole time. God damn. Okay. So I want to talk about the mental approach. I'm rereading one of my favorite books of all time called The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Not The Art of War by Sun Tzu. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. And in the book, there's really two themes I'm going to talk about here. And I swear, I promise you, I'm going to get into the strategy. We're going to share my screen. I'm going to show you this super dope spreadsheet. You will get applicable tactics in this video. But you got to understand the principles. If you don't understand these principles, it won't work. So there's two principles that Stephen Pressfield talks about in his book, The War of Art. Battling resistance is the first one. So what does that mean? When you sit down to create, or you sit down to film, or you sit down to whatever, there's that thing in your brain that wants you not to do it. The bitch voice, if you will, or resistance. So he personifies resistance as basically this force in the universe that is more powerful, honestly, than your creativity. It is the thing that wants you not to create. Right? It is everything that doesn't want you to create. Well, I've got to do laundry. Well, I've got to wash the dishes. Well, this, then that. Well, no one's going to... Whatever limiting belief in your brain is stopping you from creating, that's resistance, okay? You will never defeat resistance. Never. You can only hope to battle it, and you will battle resistance for the rest of your fucking life. So that's the first thing, is whatever resistance you have to creating, you need to know how to battle it. And basically what he says is just fucking sit down and create. Just fucking sit down and create. I actually was just texting a friend of mine. I'm not going to share their name. A really good friend of mine who's an amazing person who's like, yo, this is crazy that you're doing the daily YouTube videos. And actually this friend is the reason I'm making this video. Anyway, they're like, dude, how the heck are you doing a daily YouTube video? What's your process? And I'm sharing it with them. And they said something. We sent audios back and forth, and they said something really interesting. they were telling me about how they're using like AI, and it's super cool. Their process is dope. But they're like, they slipped this in there and they didn't mean to say it, but they were like, I'm not creative. And I heard that and I called them out on it as their friend, basically saying like, don't say that you're not creative. That's just literally a form of resistance. So that's an example, okay? The way to battle resistance is just sit your ass down and fucking do it. Like, honestly, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I didn't even want to sit down and do this video right now. I wanted to keep having my coffee. I was journaling. I was reading. I was hanging out with my wife. And I was like, kind of want to just like chill a little bit more. Oh, but I was like, okay, we got to do your laundry. We got to do this. Well, you got that piece of mail you just got. Shut the fuck up and go create, bro. You said you'd create at 8 a.m. Go fucking do it. So anyway, that's the first thing. The second thing is the difference between a professional and an amateur. And I'm not going to go through all of the differences, but the main difference, and I fucking love this so much. The professional creates and publishes without letting the possible outcome hold them back from creating in the first place. The professional, I had to like reword that because he didn't say that. I just had to like figure out the lesson and translate it. The professional creates without letting whatever the outcome is hold them back. The amateur doesn't even create because they're so worried about the outcome. So those are the principles. Let's get into the training. So I want to share my screen here. So first of all, I'm dialed with the spreadsheet and the tracker. I've just got 2 tabs here. I'm going to walk you through both of them. So the first thing is, you can see it says my video. So I go through my videos and analyze them. Now, when to analyze your videos is actually really important. And I heard Ravi Abuvala talk about this on his YouTube channel. He said that there was some other guy who did a study who basically said the half-life of a YouTube video, meaning when a YouTube video will get half of its traffic, is about 9 days, as opposed to an Instagram reel, which is about 22 hours, or a tweet, which is like 20 minutes or something. So YouTube videos half-life is 9 days. So I will not analyze a video unless it's been published for at least 9 or 10 days. And you'll see here that I've got some stuff going on. So let's check over here on the right first for our KPIs. Okay. So what we want is, we're looking at 2 metrics. We're looking at the click-through rate and the average view duration. Click-through rate is essentially like, basically that's the title and thumbnail. Like if you have a bad click-through rate, it's because you had a bad title or thumbnail, or both. You got a good click-through rate, good title, good thumbnail. AVD is average view duration. That's just like, how long do people stay and watch the videos? Okay. So you can see the green and the reds, and accordingly you can understand 3 to 6% is good. That's like within KPI. In fact, I'm going to do this. For me, 3 to 6% is like totally fine. 0 to 3% is like no good at all. Right. And then average view duration, anything less than 20% is bad. 20 to 40 is good. Like for me, bro, I'm like, bro, solid. 20 to 40 is good. 40% is like really good. 60%, I don't even know if that's even possible. So it obviously is possible. All right. So then let's go over here. So we'll zoom out a little bit. Oop, not that much. So this video, and this is really interesting because I ended up getting a client from this video. So it's got a 6.5% click-through rate and a 20% average view duration. And it's, actually look, it popped up right there. Really, really simple. And I made the thumbnail myself. But like, I want to quick show you the video. We're not going to watch the whole thing or really any of it, but I just want to show you it really quick. Hold on. Bro, this is how the video starts. I'm on fucking Loom.
How to start and scale.
Hold on. I'm on Loom. Right this second, I'm not using Loom. But like in this video, I'm using Loom. It's at night. I was sick. Low quality production, bro.
Your music coaching business.
Like, I don't even need to hear the audio. It doesn't matter. That's insane, dog. And look at this. I remember, like, Bro, I don't even get into any real fucking 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes. I don't even know what I was talking about here. It's not until, oh my God, bro. Hold on. 9 minutes, bro. I don't get to the whiteboard. And now from 9 minutes to 30 minutes, I'm just ripping screen share on this whiteboard and some Instagram examples. Like, can you believe that? Off this one video, I had a client found the video, booked in a call. Actually, and we can even look. So I'm on a private browsing window right now. He told me he typed in selling music production coaching. Let's just see what pops up. I don't know. But he literally showed me his screen on the sales call and said he searched selling music production coaching. He's like, okay, this is sponsored. These are shorts. 2 years ago, sponsored. Okay, so I'm not popping up first anymore. Oh, there I am. So he scrolled past. He's like, all right, well, I'm not selling beats, shorts, sponsored. He's like, okay, so the first organic video that popped up, the first two, oh, and interesting, actually. Really interesting. It's not my other video anymore. But the first video that popped up was this one. Interesting, right? So he was like, okay, he clicked it and watched it and booked in a call with me. Simple as that. So I just wanted to show that as like kind of proof and evidence that this stuff actually works. And he became, by the way, a full paid and full client. So actually analyzing your videos is really important. And you'll notice a pattern here, right? Check this out. All my videos that have solid click-through rates, there's only one exception here. There's only one exception, but they all start with the word how. They don't always say how I or how to. It's either how to or how I. How to start and scale a music coaching business. How to build a music business. How I. This is the only exception, this one right here. 3 steps to scaling your music coaching. That's the only one that has something different, but it starts with a number. How to, how my, how to, how I. And then boom. Once we start getting lower, it's like, okay, like this one actually has a how. So it's not always that how is a guarantee. But that could be, like if I see a video that has a how title and it didn't get a good click-through rate, probably the thumbnail. 3-step, probably the thumbnail. Right, this one, how I scale my music coaching business, that one should get a higher click-through rate, but it didn't. And that's probably a thumbnail problem. Maybe it's too, I don't know. So you can see, right? And then the ones that get really bad click-through rates, terrible thumbnail, I think. Terrible thumbnail, terrible title. Right? Shit idea, title, too long. Ranking content ideas. I thought this whole S tier thing was going to work. It definitely didn't. The S tier thing didn't work. Beliefs I had to break. That did not work. How to. Now I thought this would work, but it's probably got a bad thumbnail and a bad average view duration. Really interesting though, if you look at this one, which was 3 steps to explode. So it's really interesting. Not a great click-through rate, but a really high average view duration. So if we check that out, okay, so I'm analyzing it, right? It's got Loom. It's 25 minutes. Okay, less than 30 minutes. So 25 minutes. It's got Loom. Let's see how long it takes to actually get to the Google Doc, because it looks like I get into the Google Doc like, okay. Boom. So within, 30. So at the 30-second mark, it's like, we're here. We're at this Google Doc. You can see that there's a plan. It's a legitimate training. I'm like going, and I remember making this video, like really going. This is a legit training, actually. I remember this is like legit. I remember making this video and I was like, dude, this is like almost too legit of a training. Okay, so you know what I mean? And so you start to see patterns in your own videos. Now, That's the first thing you got to do, right? If you've already got YouTube videos up, you got to do that. The next thing is analyzing competitors. So here's how I do it. I've got a link to a video and then I've got my version. Now you're going to be like, wait, where are all your title ideas? I've got some title ideas down here. To be honest, I haven't used this that much to make new ideas. I mostly come up with ideas here, but I'm going to show you my my Trello board in a second. But here's exactly what I do to do some research. So I use this tool called vidIQ. I don't pay for it. Let me sign. I got to sign into it. Hang on. Yeah, so I don't pay for it yet. I might, but I haven't found a need because I only need it for one thing, which is research. So what I'll do is I'll show you a quick example of how I do it. But I basically go into someone's YouTube channel. I find videos that performed well and I put them here. So let's go to this guy, Dr. Matt Shiver, right? He's a coach who coaches coaches using paid ads. He's fucking smart, bro. I really want to hire him. But check this out really quick. This is really interesting. So you see how it's got like the little number? It says 2 VPH or 4.2x or 3.9x, 6.7x. So, okay, those are videos that do really well. And what we want to look for is something with like outliers or at very least 5x multiplier. So if it says anything above a 5, it's good. So for example, this video right here. New Meta and Facebook ads creative testing feature explained 2026, 5.9x. Okay. So I'm going to go open. By the way, I might not make videos the way he does because, bro, his videos are like, actually, maybe I will. Right? So I take his video. I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to pop it in here. And then I can hit tab, which is great. New Meta and Facebook ad creative testing feature explained. Cool. Is Advantage Plus audience ruining your Facebook ads in 2026? Okay. So he's got like a question there. And it's like ultra specific, bro. The new hidden Facebook ad setting is hurting your performance. Turn it off. Okay, I know exactly what he's doing there. And I don't have to. So like, for example, I don't think I'm going to make videos that freaking specific on Facebook ads, but it's like, if you think about it, he's taking something that his ideal client is doing, like me. And so couple things. He capitalizes the word new. Hidden is like, what is it? And I'm sitting there be like, what is it? What is it? Hurting performance, turn it off. And I'm like, okay, I have to go watch this video. I got to go check out the video to see what it is he's talking about. By the way, I did watch that video and he's super fucking like, he was totally right. And then it's like, it shows a screenshot, it's blurred and it's like, turn this off. And his face is like, oh my gosh. Like I can copy so much of this, right? This new Instagram update is hurting your performance as a music is hurting your business as a is hurting your music coaching business, parentheses, turn this off. Like I could remake a video, right? So I'm not going to keep going. That's the point of how I go and research, and then you can take their title and translate it. The other way that I come up with ideas, honestly, bro, is I think of a lot of ideas off cuff. And so we'll get into titles now because titles are really one of the most, it's arguably it's like the most important thing. The thumbnail probably is the most important thing, but titles are huge. So going back to like my tracker, right? So if we look at just these videos, the other thing that's common is, okay, so starts with the word how, 100%, and music coach. So when you're making your YouTube videos, you need to, so you're going to want to use the word how, probably, because if people go on YouTube, they're searching how. The other thing is you want to find that keyword. What is that keyword that you're going to rank for? For me, it's music coach. Now, it's not just the word music coach. It's any other related keywords. Music coach, music coaching business, music production coach, right? High ticket music coach, music coaching clients. So it's all these different words that go around the word music coach. It's like, so you could like write music coach and then, you know, you could have a bunch of words that would come off of that as association. So if we look at the titles here, how to start and scale your music coaching business, how to build a music. Oh, okay. Interesting. So this one actually didn't have music coach. All right. How about this one? How many 269K as a music producer? Oh, okay. So that didn't either. 3 steps to scale your music coaching business. How to actually scale your music coaching business. How to create a music. So, okay, this didn't have music coach either. So interesting. How my daily habits to me as a music. Okay, this didn't either. Wow. How to get over imposter syndrome as an online music coach. How I scale my music. So it's really funny. They didn't all have music coach, actually. Good call. But the one video that did get me a client did have music coach. So anyway, so I'm thinking in my head, cool. How music coach does need to go on the title. So I'll have random ideas. Like, for example, I don't know why I thought of this idea. I genuinely don't. But I'm like, how music coach? How to make marketing and sales easy for music coaches. It's just an idea I had. I'm like, cool, I'll do a sales and marketing video. How about this one? How to get 3 to 5K music coaching clients, exact process. Like, boom, right? How to make consistent 8 to 10K a month as a music coach. So I mean, I'm coming up with videos. This one's going to be the next one. How to create a scalable one-to-one music coaching program. You know what I mean? And I could even copy this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could do that. So that's how I go through making my titles. Now, one thing I do want to say that's going to be really important for you. I actually heard somebody else say this, so I don't know if this is actually fully true. So I heard a guy named Cole Gordon. He had paid Alex Hormozy like $250,000 to go spend a day with Hormozy. And I guess Hormozy does, like, I think he spends 25, I think this is what the guy said. I can't remember. I'm going to take the lesson anyway. Hormozy spends 25 hours per week on his content, and 15 of those hours is the prep. So I've realized for me, for doing these videos, the most important thing is the prep. The prep. I don't mean just the title. By the way, the thumbnails, bro, I don't even do the thumbnail to the end. I probably should do the thumbnail before, but I don't do the thumbnail to the end. Maybe I need to switch that. But when I say prep, I mean like get the spreadsheet ready. Like, get the spreadsheet ready, get your YouTube ready, get vidIQ ready, get your Trello ready. Like, know what you're going to talk about. To be honest with you, with this video, I didn't do as much prep as I probably should have because I had a different video planned. And I was like, I don't want to make that video. I want to make this video instead. And I was like, fuck it, rip the video and let's go. So I didn't do as much prep work for this video as I probably should have. But usually for my videos, like one thing you'll know is I've got a Google Drive with YouTube, and you can see these documents. So like I make documents from scratch. You know what I mean? And I'll sit here and I'll just type the doc, and it might take me, dude, usually these docs take me no more than 20 minutes of like real focused work. You know what I mean? And I will literally just sit here. This is, by the way, this video, highest view duration. And actually, I should even put that. Highest AVD. So then I'll know, okay, I can recreate my stuff just like this because this was a legit training. So prepping that, right? I have a whiteboard. This is the same whiteboard that I use for most of my videos, and it's showcasing my entire funnel. You kind of want to have something like this. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of want to have something like this all the time that you can sort of like always, actually, I'm going to keep those there, that you can sort of always refer to. And by the way, it's got client results as well. It's got, I mean, these are tip of the iceberg of my client results. So, you know what I mean? And I've got, you know, and then I'll pull out the pen and I'll freaking draw and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have this ready to go though. So sometimes in my videos, I'll refer to this. So that's another thing that I do. That's pretty much my whole process. The only other things that I might use AI for. So let me show you. So sometimes I'll make my videos on Loom. And so let's use this one as an example. This is one of my videos. So here's the only thing I use AI for. So what's cool is when you do a video on Loom, like right this second, I'm not using Loom, but that's fine. When you make videos on Loom, if you go to, you can have it transcribe. So I'll hit copy. I'll go to my chat GPT, and I have like a YouTube GPT that I made, and I'll be like, write the description for this YouTube video. Or here's what I've got. I just made a YouTube video, and I have the transcription. I want you to write the description for the YouTube video, and my not and. My main goal is to rank for the keyword music coach and all other search terms that would be associated with that. Here is the transcription. Boom. And then it'll write me the description for the video. And after that, I'll ask it to make me the tags. By the way, I don't always, like right this second, again, I'm not using Loom. I'm using a different thing. So I'm probably not going to go through all this process. But it's cool because, you know, I can literally like take this and be like, cool, I can use this in the description. So that's super helpful. So that is, now I know you probably would want to know how I do my thumbnails as well. Fuck it, let's do it. I'm feeling generous. So I'll go through and show you how I do my little thumbs. And I'll do it for this video. I'll do it for this video right now in front of you. So I use Canva. So I got to come up with an idea first. So because this video, I'm literally teaching you about YouTube. I'm going to like this one. I fucking love this one. So I'm going to actually go right here. I'm going to duplicate this page. So I'm going to take, I have like pictures that I've used, and I do a lot of repeating of the same pictures. Like I don't care. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep all this here. I'm going to take this one. This is perfect. So I'm going to drag it in here. Watch this. You're going to be like, oh no, it covered up the YouTube. Watch this. I'm just going to hit Command and then the little bracket. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy it again. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete all this stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and hit background remover. That's like right there. That's sauce right there. Okay. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to edit the background first. By the way, here, let me do this. Okay. So I edit the background. I do super like dark brightness and then contrast like that. That's pretty much the only thing I do. And then I'll do like a little vignette. Cool. Now I'm going to take this guy. Oh, hold on. Let me put that here. I'm going to take him. I'm going to cut and paste. But then I'm going to edit him. Turn up the sharpness quite a bit. That's not that much. I'm going to turn up the sharpness kind of a lot. Contrast. I'm going to do that. A little bit of vibrance. A little bit of saturation. I'll go back and forth with I'll turn the blacks down a little. The whites, I'll turn those up. Shadows, I'll turn them to the right. Highlights, generally turn those down. Contrast, I'll turn that down. Brightness, turn it up a little bit. Temperature, turn it down. Solid. Now, here's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to make the YouTube logo a little bit. My 60 days. My 60 day. I want to do something like my 60 day. Oh, and the title of it. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to ungroup these. So these are layered. I'm going to do something hella crazy. I'm going to do how the fuck. Because the title of it is going to be... basically, the title of this video is probably... so I didn't think of the... It's probably going to be how I'm making a new YouTube video every day for 60 days. So that's what I'm going to... That's so fucking perfect. That's perfect. And then I'm gonna group those words together, and I'm gonna be like, how the fuck? And then sorry, I'm gonna do it like this. Ungroup. I'm gonna do question mark, exclamation mark. How the fuck? I'm gonna drag that and hold Option to copy it. I'll make that white. Change the effect to lift. Turn the intensity up. Put it right there. Boom. How the fuck? That's fire. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. How the fuck? Lit. Love it. So I'm going to download it. Current page 3. You see how long that took me? But see, bro. I've been making YouTube thumbnails for hella days, and I just kind of know what I like. I know what works. I know what I'm doing here. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the things you want to do with your thumbnails is there's a relationship between the title and the thumbnail. So I know the title is going to be how I'm making a new YouTube video daily. Parentheses 60 days. That's perfect. That's a perfect title. And then I'm going to have the thumbnail be like, how the fuck? That's so good. Actually, and let me even Oop, let me group that. That's actually a better. Oop. That's better. Let's do it again. 3. Cool. And that's basically how I do it. So listen, that is my whole YouTube process. Then I'm going to go upload it, and then I'm going to, promoting it, distributing it. I'm not really going to do all that in this video, but send it to your email list, post it on your story, send it directly to people. Oh, one other thing I do that you have to do. I use this website called LinkTwin, linktw.in. It's a link shortener. The reason you want to do this is because I'll show you. So when people click your video, like let's say they're on Instagram, yeah? So let's say they're on Instagram and they click your video right there, right? When they click that, see how it goes directly to beginning the YouTube video? It's kind of hard to show this as an example on the browser on a desktop, but when you're on a phone, if someone clicks a YouTube link, like it's youtube.com/ or whatever, it's like, if you're on Instagram, it's going to like load it up on Instagram. It's going to like be like open app. And it's going to look like, it just looks like shit. When you do LinkTwin, I guess they call that I think they call it a deep link. I don't know. It's like a redirect. So if you're in Instagram on your phone and you click the LinkTwin, it goes directly to the YouTube app and starts playing the video immediately. That's like definitely something you're going to want to do. So after you publish your video, go into LinkTwin and freaking do that so that whenever you promote your video, you always use that link. All right, great. So yeah, that's it for the video. Really, hope you got value out of this video. If you did, I don't know, drop me a little comment, a little like, appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.